Hey, shalom. Welcome back. We are continuing with our listen and learn directed immersion series. Today we're continuing to work through the book of Exodus, chapter 29, and all the verses before this one we have already here on the channel. Every word translated, every word explained, numerous embedded lessons on recognizing patterns in the Hebrew, or as some fancifully call it, grammar. So this is Exodus 29, verse 24, and I will scan the verse first. All right, let's just kind of scan through it. V'samta hakol ve'ahal kafei Aharon ve'al kafei banaiv ve'henafta otam tenufa lifnei Adonai. All right. Vesam to. So sam, this is actually from the verb seem, and I'm going to write here, sorry if it's in red, that's kind of the default with this software. There's a yod. There's a yod there. So the first letter is seem, the second letter is yod, and the third root letter is mem. Okay. I'm using the Roman numerals because many modern grammars, they use Roman numerals in reference to the roots of verbs. Now, what happens? Why is there no yod here? Why did that number 2, Roman numeral 2, the yod is gone, and we're just left with sin and mem? Well, this is a hollow verb. A hollow verb is a verb that had an ancient yod or a waw. We call it vav today, but it was a W sound back then when it was a consonant. So it could make the sound w or o or u. It definitely wasn't a V sound, okay, please. It was not a V sound, all right? So those sounds, because a w and a y are kind of weak, they oftentimes would disappear. So we call these kinds of verbs hollow verbs. Like if you think about a hollow piece of wood, you got the sin is on one side, the mem's on the other side. In the middle, it's just hollow, so they fall away. Okay, so that's all that's happening. They can sometimes be tricky to recognize. So some to, the to reminds us of ata, meaning you. So some to is a perfect form of the verb, and that usually means you gave or placed or set. All right? But we have a vav conversive. If you're a visual learner, I have that expressed by a kind of lime green vav. All right? Vav conversive. And that means the aspect will change. Instead of perfect, samto, vesamto becomes, and you shall give, you shall place. Okay? Now what shall we give? What shall we place? Hakol. Now we would have expected, for proper grammar, the direct object marker here, right? We would have expected that to be here. So it's not there. Moshe didn't want to write it. That's fine. Hakol. The all. So I mean, all the stuff we are just talking about, all the bread. Al. Ayin lamed. So ta. So shall place you, or shall set you, or give. Hak kol. The kol. The all. Remembering there's a dagish in the kaf because the ancient word for thee was hal. Al. Ayin lamed. Preposition. Upon. Kafei Aharon. So Aharon, that's a name. That's why it's great. It's Aaron. Okay. And because it's a name, it's the whole chain is definite. So we can say the in front of the first word. So al the kafei Aharon. So what in the world is a kaf? Kaf pei or kafei. Kaf, it's the under part of your hand or the under part of your foot, right? The palm of the hand, although it's really a bit more than that in Hebrew, it's the palm plus the under part of your fingers, right? Like, so if you shape your hand like this, like the letter kaf, right, and you kind of look at it sideways, like the letter kaf, then it's the inner part of that, okay? And the same with the soles of the feet, also underneath the toes, okay? So obviously we're not putting on their feet, so we'll just say palms in English. It's an approximation. Kapayim would be in palms, and then you delete the mem, And this is actually an interesting part of the body because it seems to be the place where somehow guilt or innocence is seen in the spiritual realm, right? If you remember Jezebel, the dogs would not eat kapeha, it wouldn't eat these parts of her, right? Or David Hamelech in the Psalms, oftentimes he'll lift up kapai, my kafs, this part unto the Lord, right? Demonstrating innocence, right? Or even commonly in cultures, people show this part as kind of like saying, look, I don't have a weapon, I don't have any ill intent. So even in other cultures, there seems to be some lost meaning of or hidden intent of kaf. So the palms of Aharon. The al and ayin lamed upon kafei banaiv. So again, the first construct chain kafei Aharon was definite because it's a name. The second one here, kafei banaiv, is definite because it's banaiv. It's the sons of Ive, of him. So his sons. If it's his sons, we know who they are. So it's definite. So we will also put a the in front of this one. So the al and upon the kafei. So that's the kapayim, the souls of banaiv, the sons of Ive, his sons. Okay. Vehenafto. So the verb here is actually nuf. It's another hollow verb. In this case, we're missing a vav. Remember, that was an ancient wall. If it had been a V, then it wouldn't have disappeared, right? V's don't go anywhere. That's a very strong sound, a V. If it had been navaf, right? Or if the previous one, yeah. So that's a vav or a wow, ancient wow. And as such, it's a hollow verb and it disappears. Now the hey, this is preformative, telling us this is a hifil. So the verb is nuf, which is like to waver or to move to and fro, right? To move around backwards. Some say wave. So hey makes it to cause to waver, to cause to move to and fro, or to cause to wave. So hey nafta means cause to move to and fro, cause to waver, cause to wave, ta you. But then the vav conversive changes it. Ve he nafta, and shall cause to wave you. Or there's some argument that it might even be elevate, right? So, by the way, I'm not saying it's all of those things. I just want to give you the options. Okay? Now, what are we going to wave? Otam. So the aleph and the tav is the definite direct object marker, and is them, otam. So ve'al kafei banaiv, and upon the palm area, the kaf of his sons, ve'henafta, and you gave, I'll just go with that because that's a more common translation, otam, them, tenofa, a wave offering, or an elevation offering, or a to and fro offering, lifnei Adonai, before Adonai, or literally to the, because of the name, to the face of the panim, the presence of Yod He, Waw He, the sacred name. Okay, I'll just read it one more time, and then maybe we can squeeze in one more verse. Vesamto, and shall place you hakol. We would have expected et hakol, but what can we do? The kol, kaf lamed, all of it, al upon kafei Aharon. So that's definite. So the kafei, the kapayim, the palm areas of Aaron. Ve'al, and upon kafei banaiv. Definite. So the palm areas of the sons of him, the banim of him, banaiv. Ve'henaf ta, and shall wave you, or elevate you, otam, them. Tenufa, an elevation offering, or a to and fro offering, it is. We have to say is, again in English, lifnei. Sorry, that I just realized that's red instead of orange. Lifnei Adonai, before Hashem. There, I fixed it for you. Look, it's orange because it's a preposition. Oh, we still have the red chirik underneath, but whatever. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I think we can do one more verse. I might pick up the pace on the next one. Okay. So let me just read 24 real quickly, and you try to understand. Vesamto hakol al kafei Aharon ve'al kafei banaiv vehenafto otam tenufa lifnei Adonai. Okay. Verse 25 is actually longer than the previous one, so going to pick it up, going to pick up the pace. So this is Exodus chapter 29, verse 25. Let's scan it. Vilakachto, sorry, this mapach got moved over. It should have been over here. I don't know what happened. Vilakachta otam miyadam vehiktarta hamizbei'ach al ha'olah nicho'ach nicho'ach lifnei Adonai isheh Adonai. All right. Ve lakachto, and shall take you otam, them, miyadam. So the mi here is of course min. Sorry, I missed the chirik. Just read the consonants, but the noon has assimilated into the yod. If you're a visual learner, that's why there's two yods there. The noon became a yod, basically. Okay. Mi from yad, hand of them. Right. So velakachta otam miyadam, and shall take you them from their yad, from their hand. Vehiktato. So kata kuf tet resh is like, sorry, what happened? Like smoke, or like to make incense cloud. And here we have a hifil, the hay at the front, which augments that kal verb, making it a hifil verb, a causative verb. So hiktato means cause to smoke you. And then the vav conversive changes it. The hiktato, and shall cause to smoke you. Right? Or shall cause to be like instant smoke you. We have a noun that comes from this verb, ketoret, and it usually shows up as a construct chain, ketoret samim, meaning incense spices. Right? Samim are spices. Okay. So, and shall cause to smoke you, ham, the mizbe'ach, and I just have a little note here reminding you that in ancient Hebrew, before the Bible, the word for thee was hal, and the lamed went inside the mem, and that's why there's a dagesh there. Ham, it was hal mizbe'ach, became ham mizbe'ach. So the mizbe'ach, the altar, and then look at the end here, we've got a hey locative. There's a hey at the end. This is like word, W-A-R-D in English, like home word. So mizbe'ach is altar, but mizbe'cha is home word. I want to say is altar word. So towards altar. So ham the mizbe'cha altar word. So towards the altar word. Okay. So vehiktata, and shall make incense smoke. Ha mizbe'cha, towards the altar, and you shall make incense smoke towards the altar. So make it smoke in the direction towards the altar. Al, with ha the la, the whole burnt offering, so called because Allah, it goes up. You don't eat any of it. You make it all into smoke. L'reach nicho'ach. This is a phrase you'll want to get used to. Reach nicho'ach. It's a smell, a pleasing one, right? So lamed is a preposition meaning for a pleasing smell. So we have noun and then adjective, a smell, a pleasing one. Lifnei Adonai, before Adonai. Or we could do the whole, it's definite. So to the panim, the face of Adonai. Okay. Isheh, and I have a mark here in kind of a glowing pink so you don't miss it. Notice it's isheh. There's a segol, there's an eh sound. It's not isha. Aleph sheen hey, with the dagesh and the sheen, and an ah means woman. But with the segol, isheh, instead of isha, isha is woman, isheh is fire offering, related to the word aleph sheen, which aish just means fire. Okay. So, isheh, who? A fire offering is he, is it. La Adonai, to Adonai. Okay, we might just go a minute or two longer here because I want to repeat. I want to kind of strengthen your knowledge on this. So let's start after the etmachta, alha, with the whole burnt offering. Le, reach nicho'ach. The name of our praise band here. We used to write music in biblical Hebrew. Le, for reach nicho'ach, for a smell, a sweet aroma. Lifnei Adonai, before Adonai, or in the presence of Adonai. Isheh, a fire offering, or an offering of fire, however you want to translate that. Who? Hey Shurik Aleph, or Hey Vav Aleph, is it. Ladonai, to the Lord, all big letters, Lord, or to Hashem, Lashem, to the name. All right, I'll read through one more time. Do your best to understand, and then we'll be done. Velakachto otam miyadam vehiktato hamizbei'ach al haolah lereach nicho'ach lifnei Adonai isheh Ladonai. And there's something I want to talk about real quickly for those of you who are still working on your reading. Notice it's nicho'ach. It's not nicho'cha. Chates, when they have a gutturals actually in general, if they're at the end of the word and they have a patach under them, you pronounce the patach first. That's why it's slid a little bit to the right here. Not all publishers will put it to the right like that. Sometimes it's just under. It's called a furtive patach if you want to search on that. F-E-R-T-I-V-E, furtive patach. Okay, one more time, normal reading speed. And no falsettos, etc. Velakachta otam miyadam. Vehiktarta hamizbei'ach al haolah lereach nicho'ach lifnei Adonai. Isheh Ladonai. Okay, you guys, happy Hanukkah. Have a great, 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 great day. And if you're doing the Roman New Year, enjoy. Enjoy the fireworks. We are just going to enjoy them, pretending they're for Hanukkah. Okay? Shalom, shalom. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day. And special thanks to all of my patrons out there. I really appreciate you guys. We depend on you for support to make these videos. And if you'd like to become a patron, or if you want to give a gift, kind of a Hanukkah gift, these out, please check out patreon.com/Hebrew Literacy. You can give the gift of membership, and I've got extra lessons and videos over there as a special thanks for that. Shalom and be well, Chavrai.